I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the ninth inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night.
All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to do another quick walkthrough on the Bonafide XTR130. So here we are. Took around in the sun, and if you watched my last build, you'll see that it's some major differences. Nothing like super crazy, but some pretty major differences. Let's do the walkthrough from the bow to the stern. And then hopefully when I get on the water, I will show you the upgrade. So here we go. We have the main Coda power drive. In the last video, it was a 12 volt. We've now upgraded to a 24 volt. Same length and shaft, about 36 inches. Cut it down myself this time, because why not? And it worked out just fine. I wish I would have made a video on how to, but and yeah, so that's that. And then now we have it offset to the side with the Bonafide plate right here. Pretty easy install, beside getting these screws in. If you have thick chunky hands like mine, you won't be able to reach the nut that has to go on the bottom through this, because it's a pretty tight fit. So had my wife help me out with that. That was a pain, but really cool concept. And it now looks like a bass boat. I guess that's the theme I was going for. I'm like, if they did this to mock the kayak community and saying that it's a bass boat, I'm like, okay, why not go all the way, right? So we now have the whole deck open. That was one of my gripes after testing it out on the water last year. The fact that we had the captain's bridge right here, which is like a classic build. I've seen like 90% of the builds have that, and yeah, I went that way, and it was cool, but I felt like the concept of having this open was kind of mitigated, you know. So got rid of that, and now the whole deck is open. And now I can gotta grease that. And what do you know, my brains are gone. The only thing I have in here now is gonna be the little box for my lights. So basically like my little light panel. And then now it's all open. I plan to put plastics in here and other stuff. Got a dry bag for now, and some soft swim baits. But now it's fully open. Now this is like all storage, which is, you know, I think pretty cool. So my soft plastics are going to go in here. And now we got this fully open. Alright, so that's gonna get adjusted. And now we have this for my small 3600, 3500 size boxes, where I'm keeping some terminal tackle. And you see how it hits there? It shouldn't be hitting there. That's because that is gonna get adjusted when launching. Okay. Let's go to the back. We have now our graphs on the sides, and I think that's where the major change happened. So I put them on these Scotty mounts, which are meant for up to 12 inches, but as you can see, there's a size difference. Excuse me. That's a 16-inch graph. So that's the Garmin Ultra 16, Ultra 216 that they came out with last year, I think. I got it on, and that is going to be for live scope. Upgraded my game, and this one's going to be more for my positioning and all that stuff. Oh, and then just to, I guess, talk about what they're on, right? So as you can see, we have some captain's bridges here, and this is what I did. Let's see if we can get a good view. We got one of the points here and another point here. This is just kind of for security, just in case. I don't think it'll ever fall. And that's how I got the captain's bridge to go all the way to the front. Kind of one of the things I haven't seen anybody do, to get a graph to the side, but kind of in this area when there's no track here. So kind of, you know, thought about it, engineered it out, if you will, and got it over here. So I got my graphs kind of where I want them to be, but a little higher up. And it almost works like a guard too. You know, when I'm measuring fish, there's something to stop them from flopping out, which happened to me last year. What else? So on this left side captain's bridge, I got my rod holders. I put them on to the side. They're a little further out. I did test it out. I have one broken here, so it would sit in here and it clears and everything. So I did test that out. I managed to put my catch board on this part of the captain's bridge, and again I just put her down and measure down there, safe from flopping out. And then the last little detail to this captain's bridge is this little piece of aluminum. It's kind of like one of those, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like a piece of aluminum I just had lying around in my garage. The reason I put this is because this would wobble, and now no matter how hard I shake it, it won't wobble left and right. Over here it still wobbles because there's like the smallest bit, but you have to like really shake it. But over here, solid as a rock because of this point of contact. So what I did here is the same on that side, but I will show you guys anyways. Let's walk around. So same exact thing here, 2 points of contact in the bottom. I haven't put the little protection strip thing here I have, but same concept. Got my cup holder from Yak Hobby. Really cool cup holder, massive, it's sturdy. I ended up just putting 2 points of contact here on my captain's bridge, and we have now changed our live scope transducer mount to I forget the name of this one. Is it Fishing Specialties? So it's gonna be right here. I can't put it down obviously, guys, because my trailer's in the way, but this is where it's going to be. Again, I tested everything out beforehand to make sure everything clears. And the reason, again, this monster of a graph is facing that way is because it would have to clear my trailer when launching, and then once I'm on the water, you know, just loosen it up and position it just like the 12-inch over there. And now here is the Yak Attack box here, which, you know, I could just take off if I wanted to. That's where I just kind of keep my in reach stuff, you know, scents and all that stuff, and Nico rigging. And the same little bar here to prevent any movement from this captain's bridge. So I really like this build. I think it's going to be a game changer for me, just because I found myself a lot of times wanting to climb up here to do some like really close quarter combat flipping, and I couldn't. So now that this is all open, I can reach this, I can reach this, I can reach my trolling motor if I need to, which, you know, sometimes the grass does clump up, but even though I have the little thing here for cutting grass, the grass cutter, it yeah, I just feel like it's going to be very, very different for me now. So I'm really liking it. So we got this, which was one of the major upgrades, and this obviously mounted. Let's walk back this way. All right, so we talked about that. We still got the board here to, you know, disperse your weight when you are stepping on this, because again, doesn't matter, it's plastic. You could be 100 pounds, you could be 300 pounds, it doesn't really matter. Plastic is plastic, especially under like hot sun. It will eventually warp from pressing on it. It might take longer if you're lighter, but it will warp. So with this nice 3/4 inch or 5/8 inch thick board that I have here with a carpet, it's kind of like a snowshoe where you step on and it disperses your weight. So still have that. I added some power pole foot controls, so that way it's hands-free when I need to, you know, go down on shallow water. So that's pretty cool. Tested it out right, just in the right spot. Okay, so now this thing right here, this whole contraption here. So as you can see, there's like this box that I created, and that kind of just upgraded from my last idea where I had just like a plate here under my box. So I ended up making this massive box. Let's call it what it is, right? It's a box where I have all my power supply inside now. So now it's protected against water and all that stuff, sealed with Flex Seal and silicone inside and everything. So all my power supply is in there. I wish I would have taken a video. I might still do it and throw it into this video for another one. But basically I have 3 batteries in there. I have a 16 volt which powers these graphs and my live scope. I have a 12 volt 20 amp for my lighting, my micro power poles, and something else I think. Can't really think right now. And then I got another small 20 amp 18 amp amp hour 12 volt for my GoPros. And that's going to be, for right now it's only for one, which is down here somewhere. Here. Yeah, it's down there. And has everything inside there. All like everything is in here. My Nemia, my power supply. What else? My Yak power. It's down here. So this lights up. And so as you can see, there you go. My light's on. It turns on my YOLO Tech light here, which will keep me safe at night. So yeah, I wish I could show you guys inside, but this is what it looks like on the outside. And now it gives me a platform on top. I put my seat on top, so I end up getting even higher than it was already. Hopefully that's not a problem. I haven't been on the water to test that out. The height is a problem. Right here is the knob to turn on my power supply to my graphs. This little knob is for the live scope, so it's easily connected here, which is already coiled up, and then I just mounted there. So that's pretty cool. Take it, you know, when I'm on the road, I can just pop it in the car or whatever. Same black box. All I did was just mount this pack up here. Has my, right now it has this, but my first aid kit, because I kind of want to have it at hand. Nothing really changed. Got that going. The only upgrade here would be these Yak Hobby little nubs that extend out and offset another tube, because obviously I have a battery back here, so I was able to raise it, and this offsets it because, again, you see that clearance, perfect. And it allows me to have 10 rods in the back if I need them, plus the 3 I have here for the Side Stage Pro. Got my Garmin Steadicast up here. Doesn't need to be like exposed or anything, but you know, why not? Rep Garmin. And in the back, battery's not in here just because it's been in storage inside. Don't want it out in the cold. Is my 24 volt lithium battery from Militech. Pretty good battery, lasted all year, pretty good. My 2 micro power pole anchors, still there, same setup from last year. Got the rudder here, mainly just for tracking, it's not for steering. Put this little Yak Attack spot for my flag, for, again, safety. And I think that's it. Oh, and then oh yeah, the other cool thing is I have here is the 2 points for charging, so I can now charge both all 3 batteries. I have to take out the one for the GoPro still. I haven't set that up, but I could charge pretty much my entire system just from plugging it in at this point right here. Again, we're going for a basketball, right? So I was like, why not? Let's just go all out. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I think that was pretty long. That was what is that, 15-minute video? Okay, yeah, that's the build for the XTR130, which we are going to be doing a lot more videos this year. I slacked last year. I was having so many problems with either the GoPro or my tournament in general. This year I'm going to work really hard to get good video, which is why I did the battery there. I got a new chesty mount. I got a good trolling motor that works really well. If you have any questions over my build, ask away. Again, I hope this inspires, because this setup right here is pretty good. Again, you want to add some point of contact that doesn't let this bar move left and right, because without this I might have not gone this way, because I was really doubting the stability, because this bar would flex left and right, and I thought it would snap at one point if I didn't have this. So just, you know, little tip right there. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the water. I will be making videos. I'm going to be fishing bass kayak tournament, KBL and Midwest kayak this year, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.